Sometimes the weight of family dynamics is more powerful than the bond between two people. The love for a parent can cloud judgment, and though I never intended to hurt you, I've learned that staying silent was the only way I knew to protect myself from everything I was taught. I never wanted this to be the way we drifted apart, but when your family says things that tear you apart from the inside, sometimes silence feels like the only choice. It's not about you, it's about the pull of my mother's words that I couldn't ignore. If I could explain the knot in my chest, it would be a tangled mess of guilt, confusion, and misplaced loyalty. It's not that I didn't care about you, but when your own mother's voice echoes louder than your heart, things change. They say blood is thicker than water, but when the blood ties feel suffocating, sometimes you have to let go of what doesn't serve you. I didn't want to stop talking to you, but the pressure from the one who raised me was stronger than any of my feelings for you. I wish I could say it was just a misunderstanding, but the truth is my mother's influence has shaped the decisions I've made. Her words, her perspective became my own, and before I knew it, I pushed you away without truly understanding why. They told me to protect my heart, and somehow I let that advice mean pushing you away. It's hard to explain, but when family tells you that someone isn't right for you, it becomes a struggle to listen to your own voice. It wasn't easy to make the choice to stop talking to you, and I still wrestle with the feelings I have for you. But the voices of the ones who raised me became louder than my own heart, and I fell victim to the pressure of trying to make them proud. I realize now that the silence wasn't a decision made purely by me. It was an echo of my mother's disapproval. I didn't know how to separate her feelings from my own, and so I let her control something I never wanted her to have a say in. It's strange, really, how much influence a mother can have over your life, even when you think you've made your own choices. In the end, it wasn't just my feelings that were suppressed. It was everything she wanted me to believe about you. The hardest part is not knowing whether I did the right thing by stopping our communication. But the confusion in my mind was fueled by her words, making me doubt everything I felt in my heart. In trying to live up to the expectations of the one person who should have supported me, I ended up losing someone who meant so much. My mother's words were like chains, and I couldn't find a way to break free. I was torn between two worlds, the love I had for you and the expectations my mother had for me. In the end, I listened to her, and in doing so, I lost you. The regret stings, but the guilt of choosing between love and loyalty is even harder. Sometimes the hardest part isn't just the silence, it's trying to understand why you chose it. when your mother's opinion becomes your truth. It's impossible to hear anything else, even if it means pushing away the one person who understood you best. My heart aches when I think of the moments we shared, but the distance between us wasn't created by time. It was created by someone else's influence. The pressure of choosing family over what felt right inside of me made me close off to you. It's not that I wanted to stop talking to you. It's that I couldn't fight the pull of loyalty to my mother. Her thoughts, her judgments became so much a part of me that I didn't even realize I was hurting the one person I cared about. There are days I regret letting my mother's voice be the loudest in my head. But I was just trying to do what she thought was best for me. The problem is, I lost sight of what was best for us. I've been questioning my own choices lately, wondering if I should have fought harder for us. But in those moments when she spoke, her words felt like the only truth I knew, and it made walking away from you seem like the only option. It was never about you. It was always about the impossible position I found myself in. I loved you, but I also had a duty, or so I thought, to respect my mother's wishes. It's a painful realization, but the truth is, I lost myself in trying to please her. Sometimes, I wonder if things would have been different if I'd just trusted myself more. But when your mother's fears get projected onto you, it's hard to see past them to the love you know is real. The toughest part of this journey is realizing that I stopped talking to you because I thought it was the right thing to do, when in reality, it was the thing that hurt me most. The choices made for me were never my own. It's like a battle between your heart and the pressure to conform. I thought I was doing what was best, but the truth is, I just couldn't bear to go against what my mother wanted, even if it meant losing you in the process.